Live in our hearts, fill this body, stir our spirits, help us serve. Walk with our feet to the hurting. Let us be you, revive your church.
Welcome to Fantastic Families, Week 5. Spending time together. This week, I chose to come to Kess Creek Park, where my family enjoys some good quality time together. Alvin Reid, in a recent article, noted that these statistics, that 34% of American families eat one meal per day together. He also, even more sadly, noted that only 12% of American families pray together. Married couples spend on average 4 minutes of uninterrupted time together. And also, he observed that fathers spend on average 8 minutes per day with their children. And that includes watching TV and eating meals together. Now, those statistics reveal a lot about our family systems today in America. It reveals very possibly why we're having so many problems with our family unit. But it also says that what we're studying here is so accurate, that strong families spend time together. And so this week we're emphasizing spending time together. There's been a debate amongst recent years on the issue of quality time versus quantity time. In fact, you noticed just a while ago, as I said that my family spends quality time here. And so this debate has been, well, if we can't have a lot of quantity because we're so busy and mom and dad both work and everything going on, then we need to make it up with quality. And I think the secret really is that strong families require both quantity and quality. You see, in fact, as I've heard it said before, if we're going to get the quality time, we must ensure that we receive that by spending quantity time together. You see, we can't choose the moment when our child is going to ask that important question, or we can't choose the moment when things in the environment is going to work in a way that allow us to address real issues in our teenagers' life, or we can't create a relationship that makes them trust us in just these bursts of quality time. But if we're going to have that relationship that we want so that we can do those quality things to really influence our children, then it's going to have to begin with spending a large amount of quantity of time together. And so quantity of time allows for there to be quality moments in our lives together. This goes for our relationships, this goes for our parenting, this goes for all relationships in the family. We're going to listen to some great stories from some of our men talk about their families and how they enjoyed spending time together. We're going to learn about how it's really not about where you go and what you do and about how much money you spend, but it's about spending time together that makes those memories and makes the important moments for our family. Make sure you read the Bible passages and apply them to your family. Discuss this topic openly and read the characteristics and talk about the questions. Spend time doing that. Enjoy doing that as a family. And then be sure to pray together. Spend this week focused upon quality and quantity of time together. Do both, not just one. Let me encourage you to, in your devotional talk, to choose to do something together this week to spend time together. And make it a family event, a family trip, or some kind of family activity, or a family night. Do something this week to spend time together. May God bless you with a fantastic family and make one of the key aspects of that family spending time together. May God bless.
Some of our best memories are vacation trips that we took with the children, and you had several days together, no other distractions, no job, and I think, looking back on that, that was those were some of the happiest times. And I think you cultivate a relationship with the children and vice versa. Now this, just two of us get in the car and go somewhere, maybe eat dinner or do something, but time in the car with just you two, and you've got to talk. My wife and her sister both do this, and they get up at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning and they start cooking, and they start calling about Friday, and they're determined to get the family there for Sunday dinner. And all the grandkids, whoever can come. But we have enjoyed so much listening to just listening to the kids talk to each other, or the parents. You know, I learned what went on this past week, and I think that's going to be a memory for those children as long as they live, and you're influencing those kids.
It's important for as children grow up to feel comfortable, to be able to bring their friends to your house, to also be able to bring friends on vacations together and do things with your family. And I think that when you listen to what the children remember when you are talking about old times, it's usually not the times that you spent the most money or went to the place that everybody else wants to go to, but it's the simple things.
Family vacation is really important because as you go places, it's not what you do when you get there. It's not all of the great things that you might have an opportunity to include in a vacation, but the fact that you are all there together and you have an opportunity to share with each other and to have meals with each other. And after a certain age, you don't get to do that much anymore with your children.
Instead of buying Christmas presents at Christmas time, we were in a motel somewhere for 2 or 3 nights and have all 19 of our family in for 3 days and just do whatever there is to do around. Mostly let the kids swim in the swimming pool at the motel. But like Larry says, it really doesn't matter what you do. You're together for meals, and it's really, really a good feeling.
Times I can remember is during the ice storm. When all the distractions of life were out of the way, it was a big shock at first to go home and not be able to turn the TV on, but we found ourselves spending time together as a family, whether it was in the floor by candlelight playing Scrabble or reading out of a book together or whatever it was. It was very simple, but I can remember there not being a lot of complaining or griping about the conditions that we were in, but we looked out for each other and looked out for other family members and other people in the community. And looking back on it, as bad as it was, those are good memories for me.
Kathy and I have a real special time in which that it's uncharacteristic, the job that I do, Jerry. I dry the dishes. She washes dishes after she cooks supper, and she's quite a good cook, cooks pretty regular, and we don't use the dishwasher that much. And she washes the dishes, and I stand beside her in the kitchen and dry the dishes. And that's been my job for years, and I still do that. And you can about imagine how the conversation there is. We're standing side by side, and we discuss a lot of the issues that happen during the day right there. And even when Heather comes home from the Lexington area now, Heather's 29, and she don't root me out of my position. She knows I've been doing that for years, and we just stand there, and you have to look for time to communicate with your spouse.
I think one thing that draws families closer together, whether it's a husband and wife or parents and children, is to do things in service to others and service to the church together, whether it's visiting someone or going on a mission trip together. But they get to interact with you, they get to see you serve, and you get the enjoyment of getting to see them serve.
Live in our hearts, fill this body, stir our spirit.